All right, good morning, guys. So I'm going to take all of this and I'm going to try to make it look better. So let's just dive right in. So for primer, I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This one does take about 30 seconds to dry down, which is perfect because then I can get my beauty blender wet for my foundation. But just smearing this all over my face so that hopefully the rest of my products power grip and stick to my face. I probably should also clean my brushes today. I think that might be another thing I'll stream today, but I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender that needs to be cleaned badly, and I'm going to get it a little bit wet. And I just switched to a new foundation and it was super runny the other day, so hopefully it thickens up a little bit to be more of a normal foundation. Okay, a little bit. Maybe I just need to go and stir it or something. But just putting this on my face, pressing this in. I feel like sometimes this foundation comes out watery in the beginning. I don't know why that is because I've had this issue with other ones of these foundation and it ended up being okay, but it does make me a little bit concerned that there is like a little bit of water in this foundation that comes out first. Like I'm like, is that important for the rest of this foundation? But anyway, moving on. Hopefully my foundation's okay. Just trying to put this all over my face just so that we make it all look like one nice color. I think it's funny because I'll take like little thumbnail pictures for all my like VOD videos on my Twitch and well also for my YouTube. I put my past broadcasts on YouTube also. But I'll have a little thumbnail picture so it'll like show up as the thumbnail, then it will flip to my like first frame of me starting my makeup. And like it's so crazy to see like really the power of makeup, like how I look like this, and then I'm gonna hopefully turn it all around in just a matter of minutes. All right, foundation is done. I'm going to move on to the powder portion. So I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier powder. I do pretty much the same base every time on my face. It's just I feel like the shadows and what I do with the eyeliners and like lashes or not that like really makes the look different. Because I feel like I kind of have my base products that I like figured out, so I don't mess around with those too much. But I think I might start doing that, so we'll see how that goes for me. But I'm just putting this powder all over my face so that hopefully my face stays in place. Probably put on just a little bit more. I am gonna go outside today, so gotta make sure all this stays in place. Oh no, the scammers are calling early on my day off. All right. Good thing I did not have my stream going on my phone. I think that's why I don't stream from my phone that often is because like every time I get like a phone call, it'll like interrupt my stream and I feel like I don't know, I must have like put my phone number somewhere weird, but I certainly get a lot of spam calls like all the time. I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal Infallible Powder. I'm just going in with a brush here to put this all over my face. You definitely could go in with the little sponge that comes, I don't want to lose too much product. It does come with like a little sponge underneath that you could definitely use to apply it. And I think this is great for touch-ups too, because you can just take it and it's got the little sponge with it and it's got a little mirror. So great for on the go if you want to take it with you on the go. Just blend this down onto my neck a little bit here as well, just so that everything looks a little bit more of the same color. All right, looks good. And now moving on to more powders. I'm gonna go in with my Physicians Formula Matte Manoy Bronzer, Butter Bronzer, sorry. This does smell like chocolate, I think, or something. It's definitely scented. It smells like something. I don't know if it's just smell like Hawaii or chocolate or what, but it does definitely is scented, which is kind of crazy because I've had this for a while and it's still very scented. So I love it. I love like the color of it, and I definitely think it's one of the pretty top rated picks for bronzer, but it is scented, and if you don't like your products to be scented, this one probably is not the one for you. I am just going in here with my bronzer, just going under my cheeks, trying to blend that in so it looks a little bit more natural. That's why I go in with this brush that's supposed to be for like a highlighter and I like destroy it. So going a little bit under my chin here just so that we got a little more dimension to my face and on my forehead. So just make sure that's nice and blended. All right, looks good. I'm also going to go in with a little bit of blush, this little NARS blush. I think I've decided that I do like blush. I think I probably just need like a color that suits me better because this is a bit dark, I feel like almost for me, which is funny because they make an even darker one, but I guess it's not bad once I kind of blend it out. But try to also blend this a little bit into the bronzer that I put on my face just so it has all this homogeneous look and my face looks kind of symmetrical, kind of similar with the products. And then finally, I'm going to go in with my Ofra highlighter here. Just put this on the highest points of my face, trying to keep it all nice and blended together. Little nose highlight because I love that. But just trying to do the high points of my face so that we look nice and bronzy. I love like the instant like bronzy payout of this. All right, now moving on to shadows. I'm just gonna keep it kind of, my hair looks so crazy. I'm gonna keep it like just like pretty light, pretty like natural-ish looking. So I'm gonna go with my KVD Shake primer here. Put this on my eyelids. All right, looks pretty good. I'm also gonna put on my MAC Prep and Prime so that I can put on lipstick and be ready to go afterwards. Don't think my lipstick is in this room, but we'll be putting on lipstick after all of this. Then I'm going to go in with my Tartelette Baby Bloom palette. I felt like this was going to be my everyday one, but look, you can see me. I thought it was going to be my everyday palette, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm too lazy to put on shadows every day. So I'm going to go in with Dahlia here and just going to sweep this on the outside of my eye and then sweep it over. It's funny because I feel like I don't have time to do this every day, but this video is only at like 9 minutes, so I guess it doesn't take like that long to put all my products on my face. I think I had a much darker color on this brush before, and I did not wipe it off because this is feeling very dark for the color that's in here, but that's okay. I'll put on a little eyeliner, a little mascara, and get look a little more neutral. All right, just putting this. This is definitely a lot more of an intense look than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. So just putting the color on the outer part of my lid and sweeping it over. Yeah, it came out way more intense on this side than this eye, but you can always go in with like a brow bone shade and just blend it down too, which I think I will do. Also gonna go in with, I'm gonna wipe this off now, I'm paranoid. I'm gonna go in with a tiny brush and I'm gonna go in with this color I just used and just sweep this over under my eye. So I love that it ties this look together. I don't know why these colors are coming out like so intense. I mean, I'm not mad at it, but look kind of intense. All right, that's looking good. And then I'm going to go in with my Tartelette Toasted palette. I guess I should have done this in a different order. I'm gonna go in with S'more here. I'm just gonna soften up this brow bone line, highlight it a little bit, and then just kind of like blend it down a little bit just so that my eyeshadow color is not as intense. A good way to just kind of easily fix any of this here. All right, looks pretty good. All right, I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of shimmer on my eyes. So I'm gonna go in with, I guess I'm gonna go in with Lily up here. I'm just trying to keep this like pretty light, just kind of like, I don't know. I was gonna say like natural makeup in the title of this video, but I feel like none of my makeup's ever like truly that natural. Like I don't think you classify this as natural, so I titled it as pretty makeup because I feel like, I don't know, it's just kind of like natural, it's just kind of pretty, it's kind of a little statement. Not like, wow, you have a lot of makeup on. Although I think a lot of people say that anyway about me. But it's because I've been doing makeup for probably like 12 years on my face. So just kind of over time, I've just added more products. But I don't know. I feel like I just, like when I started doing makeup, I would like saw things in magazines, which makes me sound really old, but I saw stuff in magazines and it was just like, yeah, I could do that. And like, I definitely could not. So I had bought like a lot of crazy products that I didn't necessarily know how to use. And then it just kind of spiraled from there, and I just kept adding more and more products to my routine. So it wasn't like, oh, I started off with like a powder. It was like I started off with like a really intense eyeshadow and eyeliner that I very slowly learned how to use. All right, I think that's good. Nice and just blended, little pop of like sparkle there. I'm going to go in and do a little line of eyeliner. I think I'm going to do something a little different with my mascaras today if I can find them all. So I'm going to try to do just like a really thin eyeliner line with my KVD tattoo liner here. Emphasis on trying to do a thin line. It always ends up kind of thicker than I want. But it's going on me. Yeah, I can tell it's already kind of thicker than I wanted, but I tried my hardest. Try again tomorrow. I'm gonna curl my lashes because in one of my videos, someone asked why I don't curl my lashes, and honestly, I don't have a good answer to that. I'm just lazy, so I will curl them today. I will look up what eyelash curler this is in a sec. I don't know offhand because I don't use it that often, but I should. All right, lashes are curled, and this is the Tweezerman curler. I guess you can already kind of tell there's a difference when I curl the lashes, so I should get more into the habit of doing this, but I don't. So I'm gonna go in here with a little bit of the lash primer. This is the KVD Vegan Collagen Lash Primer. And I'm using, I just do like a couple of quick swipes on my lashes here just so they have a little bit of primer, but there's the primer like makes my lashes white, and I'm not sure if that's like what it's supposed to do, but I feel like that sometimes it's harder if I don't like fully cover all my lashes with mascara, then I just have like a weird white eyelash. So went in with that, and then I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay Perversion mascara that I normally use, and I'm going to layer this new mascara sample on top of it, and we'll just kind of see how this looks. All right, so just going in here. I feel like I use like the traditional mascara method. I don't use any of the new ones, which I guess I should, but I just have been doing this for so long. I just, put it at the base and I try to like wiggle it up a little bit. I do try to get like the outside corner a little bit more, just so that those lashes are a little bit more emphasized. Also making sure I get the inside also. I'm doing my lower lash line here. Again, I'm like super far from my actual mirror, so I'm trying to just like guess honestly with this, but it normally ends up coming out okay. I did touch this to my eyelid a little bit, so I might need to clean that up, but it might be okay. All right, I'm gonna call that good on that. Go in one more time with this. Wiggle it up. I think I'm getting some of my actual hair in here, and I don't want to do that. I'm just wiggling this up a little bit here. I feel like I like my lashes on like this eye better than this eye, but I guess we'll see today. These are looking pretty good, so we'll have to see. All right, that looks pretty good. This one's maybe a touch clumpy, but that's okay. I'm gonna go in and do my lower lashes here. This is like my favorite mascara for lower lashes, so let me just look a little closer in my mirror real quick here, see what I'm doing. But I love the way this makes my lower lashes look, because it actually gives me some without looking kind of crazy. Okay, I definitely need to touch this up a little bit in a sec, but for now this is good because I accidentally smeared a little bit under each of my eyes, but we'll come back to that. I'm also going to use this sample of the Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill mascara, which I kind of like, and I feel like it's kind of cool to be like, yeah, this mascara is Giorgio Armani, but I don't know. I like work remotely, so no one really ever looks at what I actually look like. So just putting this on a little bit. That's mascara that I put on first is actually almost dry, so I probably should put this one on first. All right, looks good. I don't know if that made a difference at all. I maybe should reverse the order of these, but it's okay. We're just out here. We're out here trying something different, so I feel like the mascara came out pretty good. Like I feel like, like side view, like lashes are looking pretty good. I can always go through with like this little lash comb and just like separate them like a little bit more also, like if they're kind of clumpy. So that's an option too. All right, looks good. Now I'm going to clean up the little bit of mascara that I dotted under my eye. So I get this Q-tip a little bit wet and hopefully I don't take off too much, but I wanted to keep. All right, and just going with the dry one and just blend everything back out. Okay, looks good. Now moving on to my brows, I'm going to go in with this Morphe pencil. Just try to draw on some eyebrows for myself. Ooh, I'm gonna sneeze. Pardon me. um, it's good that my mascara is dry fast because that could have definitely been a disaster. I feel like a lot of people very allergic to the springtime, so now is not my time to shine. All right, just kind of drawing in some brows here for myself. Just trying to follow naturally what I have on my face and then just kind of go in and make them match. So that looks pretty good for that eye. We'll see if we can do something good on this one. I go through these pencils quite quickly, so even though I've tried more expensive and different pencils, honestly, for the budget, this one's the best because this pencil's only $6 and I feel like it can last me like a month, so I feel like that's not too bad. It's better than I think the Anastasia Beverly Hills pencils are like $14. So that's like 50 cents a day. So the $6 a month is better than 14. Okay. I haven't done a very good job on this here. I can always go in with a Q-tip and fix this, but it feels like we're having technical difficulties. Oh well, we're just gonna cover this eyebrow up with my hair. I'm trying to make these look kind of similar, and they're really not looking all that similar yet. It's hard because my eyes are like really different shapes, so I'm just trying to get something that looks similar when they don't really want to be similar, I feel like. All right, this is probably not like the best job I've ever done on my brows, but I have this Q-tip here, so I'm gonna try to like arch this one a little bit. Just push this down a little bit, just so that we look a little closer to this eyebrow over here. All right. I think that's good enough for the drawn on eyebrows. Now I'm going to go in with the matching Morphe little gel pomade. And I'm going to go in a little bit heavier on like the back part of my brow. And then I try to be a little bit lighter on the front part here. Sorry, my allergies are starting to bother me a little bit. Probably should take something for that because I do plan to go outside later today and I'd rather not die. I'm just trying to go in with this eyebrow here. Same thing, a little bit more color on the end part. I actually kind of like these eyebrows separately, but together it's a little bit harder. Just try to get these kind of similar, and I can always feather out the front a little bit more too. All right, it's coming together. All right, just touching up this other one just so they look a little bit more similar. Wish this one looked more rounded in the front and less like a square, but that's okay. It's looking relatively similar. All right, just try to round out this front one. I don't know how this ended up looking so like square. Kind of weird. Okay, maybe I'll go with a pencil and try to round out the front of this. I don't really spend this much time on my brows, but I feel like things were not going well and I tried to fix them and that maybe didn't fix them. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this little spoolie brush and just kind of make the front a little more feathered here, just so it looks a little bit less intense. All right, that looks pretty good. They look decent enough that I'll take it. So I am going to go in now with a little bit of the NYX Control Freak Brow Gel. And just kind of keep my brow color in place that I put on my face. And then just wiping the brush off just so that I can keep it nice and clean and clear. So I'm going to go in with my Hourglass Veil Soft Focus Setting Spray. And just fan this out a little bit here. While I do that, I am going to turn on my hair straightener so I can get the hair portion going. This is the Dyson Corral hair straightener. Um, I feel like it's pretty good. I think I've gone over like my pros and cons of it in another video, but biggest pro, I feel like it does like adjust the temperature within it to make sure it doesn't damage your hair as much, allegedly. I can't like verify that claim, obviously. That's what it says it does. Plus, like, I feel like because it is definitely a pricier straightener, it does like have nicer materials that aren't going to damage your hair as much, but it's definitely very heavy. And like the plug for it is honestly like pretty obnoxious. So like the plug for this is probably more obnoxious than for like my MacBook. So like this is the plug for it. Like this is intense. Like I don't normally keep this like out on the counter because it's like ridiculous. But the straightener itself is actually a bit heavy, so it is a little bit trickier. I didn't spray my hair. RIP. Okay, so I am gonna go in here with the. I know I already started. I'm gonna go in with the Bumble and Bumble heat protectant and just hopefully let this dry quickly here on my hair. But I guess I'll do my lipstick as I wait for this to dry in my hair a little bit. I meant to do this at the beginning of my video. So I will be right back with my lipstick. Okay. The lipstick I want to use is actually in this room. So I'm gonna go in with just trying to keep this like a nice, like light, natural, pretty look. So I am gonna go in with the KVD, my typical everyday lipstick that I use. I could go with a different one actually. Do I have? Okay, I'm gonna mix it up for you guys. We're gonna do something a little bit different today. I'm not gonna use my typical lipstick because I feel like I use this every single video. So I do really like the Lime Crime Sasha. I feel like, oh no, this one isn't Sasha. Yeah, that was almost a disaster. I like it. If I can find it, I will use it. It seems like I can't locate it right now, so I guess I will use that other lipstick. Okay, I guess we're going with the usual one. I almost went in with Saint, which is like a very like dark color, so that was almost disastrous. So I'm gonna go with the usual KVD one. Let's make sure my lips are primed there. I've been doing like less like definition between my top lips because I feel like that's kind of what is trendy now. That's what all the TikTokers are doing. So I don't do like as big of a difference between my lips. Okay, I gotta go someplace now. 5 minutes now to get there. So I'm gonna hurry this up a bit. All right, just straighten my hair very quickly here. Hopefully my heat protectant is dried, but my hair is naturally pretty straight. I slept with it wet, so it did look a little bit crazier, but my hair is like naturally pretty straight, so I don't need to do too much to it. I feel like that's why I grab really big sections to curl it with, or not curl it with. I also grab really big sections to curl it with, but to straighten it with, I feel like I'm kind of just straightening something that's already kind of straightened, so not too bad here. All right, that's pretty straight. This side looks a little bit crazier. I think probably if I brush this, it would look less crazy, but get this going here. Just straighten all this out. Okay, there's like a huge tangle in my hair here. Just straighten the inside. I feel like that's something I like forget to do, and that makes it really obvious that I didn't straighten my hair well. But just going through here and straightening this. I feel like now I'm panicking now that I know I need to leave in like 5 minutes, but I just need to throw my clothes on, throw a little bit of fragrance on, and I'll be good to go. But I think my hair is looking pretty straight. Just quickly check the back, make sure there's no pieces that are like curled, okay? Or not curled, I guess. All right, that looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna call that good as I keep straightening, but I think that's gonna be the look. I'm gonna let my hair straightener dry a little bit out here. Put on a little necklace and then put my dress on because I cannot go in this. Good morning, purple plants. All right, that looks good. And just put a little bit of perfume on. I forget which one this is, but it smells like coconuts. Yes. All right, I'm going to end the stream here, but thank you all for spending your morning with me. And I'll be enjoying my day off. I hope you enjoy the day off if you have it.